you have a good lunch. We are going to start third session of day 4. Today we are pleased to welcome Dr. Som Kumar Sharma from Space and Atmospheric Science Division, Physical Research Laboratory from Ahmedabad. Dr. Som Kumar Sharma has completed his doctorate from PRL, that is Physical Research Laboratory at Ahmedabad. He had his master's from Lucknow University. His specialization is in electronics. Talking about the professional experience, he started his academic career in lecturer in Lucknow College. Later on, he joined the PRL, that is Physical Research Laboratory, as a project associate. Since he has been working in PRL with different capacities of researcher, and next he has qualified his highly competitive exam like GATE and NET, the GATE Graduate Aptitude Test, and CSIR NET, National Eligibility Test. Next, the yardstick to measure the productivity of researcher is research papers. He has 38 research publications in peer-reviewed journals. He delivered invited talks at national and international conferences. He has also present number of papers at national and international journals. To add talking about more, Sir has awarded as a include Young Scientist Grant in 2002, 2004, 2006 and 2008. He received first prize for the paper in Hindi called Kagaz Rahit Vignan Prayogshara. He was the faculty of advanced program at Vikram Sarabhai Community Science Center at Ahmedabad 2005 to 2006. He is also the member of many professional and social organizations. Without talking much, I request Mr. Wilson to welcome the Dr. Som Kumar Sharma with flowers.
So very good afternoon to all of you, and rather I would like to say the post-lunch session, and I hope I will not allow you to sleep. It's very difficult, but I am taking a difficult task in my hand. I will not let you sleep, fine, and you will cooperate. So I would like to, you can say, pronounce you all are young scientists. So my dear young scientists, or you can say young brains, it's really pleasure and privilege to be with you, or you can say to discuss my ideas and thoughts with the young brains. And at the outset I would like to give the credit to the organizers who has given me this opportunity, or I say rather platform, to interact with you, the young brains. And I will be very happy if you ask so many questions. And another side of the coin is, if you will not ask, then who will ask? Then I will ask you. Okay. So now it depends whether you keep the ball in my court or you want ball in your court. Fine? And don't hesitate in asking any question, because I don't hesitate in saying no, I do not know. Okay? So ask any question which come in your mind. Don't compress, or you can say don't crush your questions or curiosities. And this is the very purpose of being you there. And you are the young, bright and intelligent Lord of the Saurashtra who has gathered together. It's a galaxy of young scientists here. So ask any question. You don't think whether it is good or bad. Let others decide it is good or bad. And if I am able to answer, I will answer. Or I will say, sorry, I will read. I will give my email ID and I will try my best to answer your question through email or through phones. Okay? So with this little introduction, I would like to take you, or you can say bring down to earth. In the pre-lunch session, you were very beautifully taught about the planets, sun, and rather I will say the comets, which are being given name of what? Destroyer of the life, as well as the bringing the life on the earth. And there are so many names to the comets. It was beautiful talk with very basic and thought-provoking experiment, which you have seen just about an hour before. So I will bring down to you earth, on earth, where we live. And the topic itself you see like that, science and importance of the earth atmosphere. Because as I named you all a young scientist, that's what the science. And we live in the society, we live in the atmosphere, that's what atmosphere. And whatever we do, whatever we think, we try to ask ourselves what is the importance of this. So that's what the title, Science and Importance of the Earth Atmosphere. You see here, this is a sort of a banner I made for Physical Research Laboratory where we work in it. It is under Department of Space, Government of India, and more commonly known under ISRO, which is more, you can say, advertised in the papers, ISRO. So whatever you see here, we work on everything. Like you see, we fire rocket, we track satellites, we launch satellite, we launch balloon, we study the planetary atmosphere like that moon, Mars, and then as the questions for dark matter, and you can say dark energy, hypothetical calculations, and whatever is under the earth, almost everything is being done in the PRL, being researched in the PRL. So, and this is my email ID, you can note down. If suppose today you missed to ask the question, or you are very shy, you are need not to disclose like that what you want to ask, you are most welcome to ask on this email ID, and I will try to answer you as soon as possible. Next please. So this is a little advertisement, and it is not advertisement, it's not commercial, it is academic or you can say scientific advertisement. So for that, this is the main campus of Physical Research Laboratory, and I would like to see you, many of you, to come to PRL as a scientist in coming few years. So this is a beautiful main campus. Next please. And from PRL, about 8 kilometers away, there was a small village that was known as a Thaltel village. No more it is a village, it is heart of the city now. And we have another campus where we do the planetary sciences and astronomy and what Professor Hariom Bas has taught, like radio physics and all these things. It is in this campus. It is 8 kilometers away from the main campus. Next please. And then in the neighboring state, that is Rajasthan, it's a beautiful state. It has hills and lakes. So we have touched both the places. So there is a beautiful city of lakes, that is Udaipur, and there is the biggest lake is a Fateh Sagar Lake, and in between Fateh Sagar Lake we have observatory. That is Udaipur Solar Observatory under PRL. Okay, and then there is a beautiful hill station, Mount Abu, you might have visited, and the highest peak of the highest peak of the Aravalli range of mountains, that is known as Guru Shikhar. In the western India, if you see, there are peaks and you can say low and high peaks. The highest peak is Guru Shikhar, and on that our observatory is located. That is PRL's infrared observatory. So these we have 4 campuses, 2 in Ahmedabad, or you can say Gujarat, and 2 in the Rajasthan. And you are welcome if you visit, anytime you want to visit, you let us know. Next please. Now peak is beautiful. So this is a virtual tour to the Mount Abu. So this is the highest peak, and this is a single stone. You may surprise a big single stone on that our observatory is made. So this is astronomical observatory from which the observations are being taken for astronomical objects like comet, stars and planets. And then you see the below this, there is a small building. So today I would like to give you the tour of this building. This is a atmospheric science observatory which observes the atmosphere and the upper atmosphere, lower atmosphere, middle atmosphere of the earth using variety of instruments, optical, radio and so on and so forth. So in this building, next please. And this is a closer view of our Udaipur Solar Observatory. It is in between the Fateh Sagar Lake. We have a motorboat, so you cannot go by walk. You sit in the motorboat. Our sailor is there. He will take you inside, take observation, come back, and like that. And we have campus on the bank of the lake. So this is to study the sun. Okay, and the Mount Abu Observatory is to study the universe and atmosphere. And of course, in the PRL Ahmedabad, we study the theoretical physics, atmospheric sciences, all the things are being done. So these are the 4 campuses. This was the sort of academic introduction of our physical research laboratory, which studies the variety of things from deep of the ocean to deep of the universe. So we do the oceanography, we do the geosciences, we study the atmosphere, space, universe, we make the payload for the moon mission, Mars mission, and etc. Like that. So in the variety of the fields, we are, the team of the scientists, engineers, and young brains like you, students, research scholars, PDFs, they are working under one roof. Okay, next please. Just please do next. Yeah. Now, I am coming to my topic. So this is the Earth atmosphere, and I like this slide very much. You may have seen earlier also in the internet, but decode in front of you, you will find that wow, many things are here. You see that everything is shown on the x-axis. If you see this temperature, and y-axis something is written sea level, then troposphere, tropopause, stratosphere, and so on and so forth. And this side also something is written. And then the most important things, what is happening, what we see all around, that is written here. What is the height of Mount Everest? Up to what height balloon goes? Where the commercial aircraft are flying? Where are our Panasonic set? Where are spacecraft, and at what altitude there are satellites? And what are the atmospheric processes are taking place? Where are the different type of clouds? Where is the ozone layer? Where is the noctilucent cloud? Meteors, as you have heard previous lunch session, meteors you see, and then there are polar lights, polar jets, everything. It is height-wise. How, at what altitude, what is happening there. So now I will start the talk with few questions, and that questions are like that. The first, why we should study the atmosphere? As like that, someone asks why you study the science, why you study the commerce, why you study the physics. So I am asking you why we should study the atmosphere. Why you study the Earth atmosphere? What is the need? Just we are wasting our time and money and resources. Why we should study the atmosphere? Anybody can answer? Guess? Yes?
Because we live in the atmosphere, like we are surrounded by atmosphere, and we should know like what is harmful to our body and what is good for our body and all those.
Okay, so that we can know even without studying what is harmful. We can just read in the book why we should experiment and why we should like. Okay, I will ask another question. How many days you can live without food? वो उपवास रहते हैं ना, उपवास रहते हैं तो 1 दिन 2 दिन 3 दिन 4 दिन, और कुछ लोग तो रहते हैं ना 9 दुर्गा का 9 दिन तक बिना खाना खाए रहते नहीं? You agree to me ना? So I can believe that if someone is very strong, though at least few days, more than 5 days or 7 days, depend upon your strength, you can live without food. Am I right? मैं सही कह रहा हूँ? नंबर 1. नंबर 2, कितने दिन हम बिना पानी के रह सकते हैं? How many days we can live without water? Suppose पानी नहीं मिल रहा है, हाँ, 3-4 days. If you are very strong, then 3-4 days. I think beyond that it's not possible, na? Am I right? Okay, now third question comes to you. Okay, how much time we can live without air? How much? 1 day? 1 hour? Half an hour? 10 minutes? Or 3 minutes? Or 2 minutes? Okay, I think all you will agree not more than few minutes. Am I right? You cannot live without taking breath, without taking breath. सांस लिए बिना हम कितनी देर रह सकते हैं? 10 मिनट कौन रह सकता है भाई? Superman. If someone can live 10 minutes without taking breath, it's a Superman. But anyway, that's Superman do exist. But I will say like that, आप और हम कोई भी हो बिना सांस लिए हुए 3 मिनट 4 मिनट से ज्यादा नहीं रह सकते. बिना खाना खाए हुए आप 7 दिन 8 दिन 10 दिन रह सकते हैं. बिना पानी पिए हुए 2 दिन 3 दिन रह सकते हैं. और बिना सांस लिए हुए आप 1-2 मिनट से ज्यादा नहीं रह सकते आराम से. यदि 1 मिनट गुजर जाएगा तो उसके बाद आप थोड़ा सा परेशान होंगे, 2 मिनट होंगे और परेशान होंगे, फिर उसका कहेंगे सांस ले लेते. एंड जो हम सांस लेते हैं वो कहां लेते हैं? जो अभी आपने भाई बताया एटमॉस्फेयर से ही तो लेते हैं सांस भाई, हवा में ही सांस लेते हैं हम. तो आप सोचिए कि खाने के लिए हम कितना प्रयास करते हैं, पानी के लिए हम कितना प्रयास करते हैं, लेकिन जिसमें हम सांस लेते हैं, जिसके लिए हम 2 मिनट से ज्यादा नहीं रह सकते, जो हम एटलीस्ट 10-20 बार सांस 1 मिनट में लेते हैं, उसके लिए हम कितनी चिंता करते हैं एटमॉस्फेयर के लिए? नहीं करते, बहुत कम करते ना, बिल्कुल नहीं करते. Someone told. So just you think our life is made of not only food and water, what we see physically, what we breathe every minute, that is much more important, and that's what the atmosphere is.